Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Potter. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Harry!
Oh my goodness, our boy is 36 this year.
Oh, he grew up so fast.
I know. I can't believe
He's
he
old.
was... Yeah.
He's older than me.
He's older than me too. Sometimes I forget that he was born before I was, and I'm always like, what?
Probably because, we grew up with the movies as well, so we grew up with the actors.
Yeah.
Oh, we've just dived in and not even introduced ourselves. Do you think they know who we are?
Well, I'm Fred and that's George.
No. I'm Fred, that's George.
They can't even tell us apart, and they call themselves our fan base.
Our fan base can't tell us apart, no.
I want sweaters for Christmas.
But everybody, welcome to our very special end of season episode. We are cutting this season short because Jess has to study, I've got to move house and start studying, so we're taking a little bit of a break from the main episodes, and just to annoy all of you with OCD, we're stopping on number 19 instead of number 20.
We're rebels.
We're totally rebels.
It's how Fred and George would have wanted it.
Exactly. Fred and George approve of this plan.
Now, the reason it's special is because we have two super special birthdays today. Harry. And the one and only Joanne Kathleen Rowling.
Yep.
I can't believe it. She can't age.
No. Just stop.
I'm pretty sure we can get her preserved. Can't we freeze her in carbonite?
No, because I don't know. If we cryogenically freeze her for a few years, do you think she'll come back and be finally willing to
write my encyclopedia?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Write the encyclopedia.
Ooh, maybe. Give me 1 second. I'll think about it. I reckon if we froze her and then unfroze her at different terminals... terminals? What's wrong? And froze her at different times. And just kept repeating the offer until she said yes, I reckon it would be fine.
Oh, that would be hilarious and mean. And I don't know how I feel about this. I want her to just... Jess, stop being evil.
No, never. I'm not evil. I bought a Hufflepuff sweater the other day.
Actually, Josh from Tales from Godric's Hollow would agree that makes you not evil just for buying that sweater.
So there you go.
There we go. Hufflepuff cannot be evil. I want to see a bad Hufflepuff. That's the new thing, JK. Give me a villain.
Points at Ernie Macmillan.
He's not a villain.
Yeah, but I want to kick him.
You're so childish.
Thank you. What do you think Harry does on his birthday? Now? I mean, as a child it's pretty traumatic, but what do you think he does now?
As an adult with his family, well, the Cursed Child reading that will come out this week. After reading that, I don't know. I think maybe he tries to celebrate, but Albus has an emo moment. I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't read Cursed Child.
He probably has a cake made out of vegetables too.
Ew.
Triggered.
Ew. I'm not big on cake, but making it from vegetables. Actually, a cake made from fruit is really cool.
Yeah. No, I think it'd be like a vegetable cake.
Who has a vegetable cake?
You can. People make cakes and cupcakes and brownies with vegetables all the time, and they're still really sweet.
I've made zucchini muffins, but I'd never serve them at a birthday party.
Yeah, well, he's health conscious now.
Stop ruining it.
There you go. Harry Potter got bored in his old age.
I'm sure it's lovely. Ron and Hermione come over with their kids. Actually, the whole Weasley clan comes over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Dean and Seamus and Neville drop by. McGonagall comes but won't step inside the house. She just stands on the front door and just I bought you a card.
I want to say that they get trashed. I
Who?
do.
The
All
trio?
of them.
Everybody.
No, I think Dean, Seamus, and Neville get trashed
Every year.
every year.
Same thing.
It's
It's
beautiful.
like family Christmas.
I suppose he'd get some pretty cool birthday cards. And the whole Wizarding world would be celebrating his birthday too, because he's the chosen one. Do you reckon his birthday just becomes kind of like a national holiday for some people?
No, I don't think they care about his birthday. I think they'd celebrate things like the Battle of Hogwarts, like an anniversary of that.
I think it would probably be in the Daily Prophet every year. Harry Potter has another birthday.
Front page. I want my birthday in the newspaper. That would be cool. And actually, no, I don't. Someone would stalk me.
I just wouldn't want to be in the newspaper because then people would notice me. That'd be really spooky. Okay, so I reckon he'd have a pretty good birthday, but I reckon 36, I reckon he's starting to get to a point where he'll have a midlife crisis. He'll be like, I really lived it all up at high school and now I'm what?
Yeah, I was just thinking he'd buy the latest racing broom and just go riding it straight through the streets of London. I don't care if people say me, I'm a rebel!
Harry Potter in the midlife crisis.
The broom would have to be red and vaguely phallic shaped.
He considers dating someone who, recently graduated Hogwarts.
Oh.
He's like, I'm Harry Potter. I can do what I want. I'm not old. I'm super cool. Did I tell you about the time that I defeated Voldemort? Everyone's like, yep. Half of them are like, we were there.
And Ginny's just like, you're tearing this family apart!
No, she's like, stop drinking, you numpty.
Do you think he's an alcoholic?
Do
you think he turns to the bottle to cope with all his memories and stuff?
I think it's potentially something he would do. I don't think he'd always do it. But I think every now and then he'd get white girl wasted.
White girl wasted.
I do. I think he would get absolutely smashed. And
Okay.
Ron would drink a little bit and then he'd be like, oh, sorry, Hermione says I can't. So...
Hermione would be right there with them. They're the trio.
Yeah, no, but she's still sensible.
Yeah, I suppose.
So she's
yeah,
don't drink till you die. That's what they did in their 20s. Now they're in their 30s. They have responsibilities.
Oh, party hard Potter.
Party hard Potter.
Whoa!
Probably has all kinds of
What's that
emo
song?
lyrics.
He's a true man through and through or something? And they drink.
Here's to Harry, he's true blue. He's a piss pot through and through. He's a bastard, so they say. Tried to go to heaven, but then he went the other way. He went down.
Went down.
That's
Is that
actually
only an Aussie
correct.
thing? Do they do that in America? And that sounds very Aussie because they say True Blue.
Yeah, and I do think the British have their own versions of it, but...
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know what it is, it's a song and you sing it at someone, and then when you start saying down, 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 they've got to drink as much of the drink as they can, and then you stop saying down once they finish drinking and you sing the next part. So yeah, never done it. I've sung it. Actually, no, I've sung it at people, but I've never been the idiot who drank as much alcohol as they could.
The idiot. Well, excuse you. Some of us like to explore in the name of science. This is why I'm a Ravenclaw. Because I'm not constrained by things like worrying about songs and vomiting.
I'm pretty sure, so I never actually noticed this until my last read through. In Order of the Phoenix, I never noticed that around the time of exams, or just after, no, it was just after exams, there was kids trying to smuggle fire whiskey into the school and stuff, and I'm like, that is so cool. This rebellion was acknowledged, this bad drinking culture.
Mm-hmm.
And that was so true, what?
I dropped something on my laptop.
Good work.
I know, I always do good work. No, it is cool, isn't it?
I never noticed it until my last read through earlier this year. Yeah, earlier this year.
This prompts me to think what birthdays might have been like at Hogwarts.
Oh yeah, when you have your birthday.
Yeah.
You notice that Ron and Hermione's birthdays are never acknowledged. Both of them have birthdays at Hogwarts. September and March.
Yeah, it's never really... Oh, there's a thought and a half for you.
So, because we're seeing it from Harry's perspective, does that mean he just doesn't think it's important enough to tell his audience?
Maybe. Actually, yeah, that's a good question. Why is nobody else's birthday important?
It's all about Harry.
He's Harry Potter, Harry Potter. Ooh, Harry Potter, that's me. I'm very sad we never acknowledge Voldemort's birthday either.
Nobody cares.
I care. Bellatrix cares. I care from a
You
historical standpoint.
You hate Bellatrix.
I hate Helena Bonham Carter as Bellatrix.
I thought you just hated Bellatrix in general.
I think she could have been a cool character, but she didn't wear a chemise under that dress, now did she?
No, that's Helen Bonham Carter's portrayal.
No,
I thought you hated her in general.
She's just so overhyped. Her birthday was probably lame. I bet it was.
What do you mean by lame? As in her party was lame or the date of her birth was lame?
Both, but mostly her parties would have been lame. What? It would have been. It would have been like, I don't know, pin the scar on the Potter and... What else did they do? Beat Muggle pinatas, which were actual Muggles who had been sewn up with treats inside of them or something.
Oh, that is like actually really disgusting.
I know. That's why her birthdays are the worst. I wouldn't go. Abby's
No.
not going either.
yeah, not sending Abby.
No, she's not
Or
going.
Timmy.
Timmy is the Muggle.
Oh, poor Tim. Oh no, that's mean.
What about Timmy's birthday?
Timmy would get, like, given a pet bird every year by someone. Or just, like, be a canary, but it'll still attack. It'll join the owls. This is like now a running joke. Somebody's going to jump in here and be like, what the hell? Who is Timmy? I have missed something in the book.
I know, really they haven't. We're just horrible people.
So, some poor confused person. Actually, I was never mind. Actually, no. That's like so un-Harry Potter related.
Oh my goodness.
Very podcast related, but not Harry Potter related.
Oh dear. Oh man. Harry is amazing. I've been seeing a lot of like the Happy Birthday Harry cakes popping up
Yeah.
in my
Yep.
newsfeed. Like a lot of people love to recreate that cake.
I know. I don't know. The pink icing with green writing turns me off a bit.
Same, but it's Hagrid. And it fits, doesn't it? Like Hagrid would do.
Oh, it's so Hagrid.
I kind of love it. It's such a sweet gesture, isn't it?
Mm.
I can just imagine
Hagrid is very
Hagrid like
sweet.
delicately piping the happy
Yeah.
birthday onto
In
it.
his flowery apron.
That makes me so happy. Like, that's a really lovely thought. Hagrid baking birthday cakes.
Have you seen the Tumblr post? It's on Facebook about like the bikie gang who have little seats and stuff for their dogs. They've all got little dogs, and the little dogs wear studded jackets. And when they pull up somewhere, you know, the motorbikes are roaring, and they turn them off, and they go and like, "Oh, you're a good boy, aren't you a handsome man?" And all this to their dogs, and it's like it's a gang of Hagrids.
Yeah, it's a gang of Hagrids. That would be the motorbike gang he belongs to for sure.
Yep. I can just see him on his motorbike doing that. Just that. Only, you know, they've all got their little dogs, and he's got Fluffy on the back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Why not? Do you think Fluffy gets a birthday cake?
Oh, of course he does.
Okay.
Of course he does.
This brings up another question. So we know about Harry's birthday, and we've kind of glossed over. Hermione's birthday would be whatever, and so would Ron's. I mean, Ron would want all the attention, and he'd probably mention it was his birthday a million times. But what about Severus Snape's birthday?
Nobody cares.
Do you think he just, like, skulks around the dungeon?
Yep.
Casually mentions it every time someone asks, like, how's your day? He's like, well, it's my birthday, but it's a terrible day. Moo.
Yes, that is Snape right there. And he spends some time with his he'll have some photo of Lily, and it'll be really creepy. It'll be like a group photo. He doesn't have a photo of just her, because he can never get his hands on one. But his group photo is like blacked out all the other people, or made them run out of it, and he's just looking at her.
He's
And he like talks to it.
He puts a party hat on the frame. The photo frame.
Oh, that is, yeah, but see, Lily would not stand on a party hat. She'd just like sidestep and be like, no.
She'd be like, I'm not participating in this forced celebration.
No, I always think about how like kind of creepy and sad it was that he ripped the photo of her, James and Harry, and just took her part of the photo.
Yeah, that is a bit sad.
But no,
Do you think
Snape,
he celebrates Lily's birthday as well?
of course he does. He lights a candle for her every year and talks to her, saying how much he would have loved her and how beautiful their child would have been.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I'm just trying not to imagine that.
Dumbledore's birthday.
Probably very quirky. I imagine he gets tons of owls and birthday cards and birthday presents from, like,
Yep.
really strange people. Like, one year Minerva McGonagall opens the door and there's an elephant. And she's like, what's this? And he's like, this is my new elephant, Fred. And she's like, stop, you can't have an elephant here. And he's like, but it's my birthday.
But somebody sent it via... How many owls would it take to transport an elephant? Go do the maths. Find out how much weight a owl can carry, and then we just times that by like 3 tons.
Well, is it owls or is it swallows?
Is it an African or a European swallow?
European. Oh, is it African? Because the elephant might be coming from Africa.
The elephant is probably coming from Africa, so you'd think it's an African swallow that they sent it with.
Triggered. I don't know
Well,
what to think.
I think the Wizarding World uses more than just owls, because Sirius uses colourful tropical birds to send his mail to Harry when he's in hiding. So, who knows, maybe they do use swallows as well.
Maybe. But yeah, he gets an elephant for his birthday or something. You know, I just feel like that would be pretty standard.
It's still there, we just never saw it. It's like in the cupboard. The cupboard's bigger on the inside.
Oh yeah, I feel like Horace Slughorn would send out memos to people going, it's my birthday in 2 weeks, and Gilderoy Lockhart would have done the same.
Slughorn would have like sent out memos to everyone, like all these former students and everything, and he's never letting any of them miss his birthday.
Yeah.
The Slug Club. He would have like an annual Slug Club meeting that just happens to be on his birthday.
Oh, I imagine some people would bring him presents. Draco Malfoy would send him something expensive.
See, he didn't like Draco though. He turned Draco down. Draco couldn't get into the Slug Club. I don't think Draco is is desperate enough to do it like that. Yeah.
No, I feel like he would still do like a little something. I do. I feel like that's in his personality. Especially if his birthday happened to be before Slughorn was completely turning him down or embarrassing him.
Gilderoy Lockhart's birthday would be...
Flowers. Cards from adoring fans. Probably
Yeah,
underwear, gross.
He still gets fan mail in St. Mungo's. So can you imagine that every year the nurse having to sort out his presents?
Oh, lordy lord. Everything in lilac.
Lilac.
What about Minerva McGonagall's birthday? I bet
Very
she gets,
quiet.
No, I bet she gets smashed. I bet she gets absolutely wasted.
Let's be clear, not on her own though. She's
No.
too dignified. She has like her old school friends or something and they all catch up.
And some of the other professors, only select ones. Flitwick.
Oh yeah, Flitwick and Sprout, because
Hermione,
her and
yeah.
Sprout were friends.
Who else? Hold on.
And Dumbledore.
Oh yeah, Dumbledore starts the party. He also vanishes for like a third of it, and then he returns up, and no one bats an eyelash. By the time he's vanished and reappeared, everyone's completely wasted.
Yep. But he's fine. I don't imagine Dumbledore getting wasted.
No,
He could just
doesn't
like
get
drink
wasted.
anything.
Yeah, he doesn't get wasted. He gets a buzz though,
Yeah, probably.
like a really pleasant little buzz.
Yeah. Trelawney's birthday. Very sad and lonely with 5 bottles of sherry.
Oh, no, I feel like there's an awkward staff dinner, or lunch, or morning tea, or something
Enforced upon her.
enforced upon everybody else.
Yeah, so everyone's just...
But-
no one wants to be there.
But run by Dumbledore, who wants to be there. Because he
Yep.
cares. She gets all kinds of weird gifts and she loves them all, and she actually thinks it's a really great day. And Minerva's kind of there out of weird sympathy.
No. All Minerva doesn't really like her. She's only nice to her when she has to fight against Umbridge. So every other teacher is there because they're being forced to. Or probably a professor's like, oh, free food.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone else is like, well, the food's always free. And it's like, but this is birthday food.
I feel like Pomona Sprout would probably be there out of the kindness of her heart.
Oh, yeah, she's a sweetie.
And Pomfrey would be there
And
out of
Pomfrey
out
too.
Out of pity.
She pities, yeah.
Yeah. And
Madame Pomfrey's birthday, she better get spoiled rotten. Because she looks after all those kids and,
the
like,
parents
keeps
are
their
sending her
secrets.
treats. And all the kids who've, like, come in with, I don't know, STDs or whatever, like, send her a secret little gift. They're like, thanks.
Yep.
She's probably got, like, 1 million aprons. Every year people buy her aprons. I'd be willing to bet on that.
Yep. Who else? I wonder what birthday parties are like in general in the wizarding world. Like a kid's birthday party.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Because, you know, you have a clown or a magician turn up to a muggle birthday.
Oh,
I
yeah,
hate
yeah.
clowns too. No.
Same.
But, you know, that's what people sometimes do. I wonder what the wizarding equivalent is. Like, do they have a magician? It's just like, the kids are like, yeah, my dad does that all the time. Cool. You transfigure the table into a pig. Can you change it back, please?
I feel like if you had a themed birthday party, it would be really off the hook. Because think about it, like instead of having a petting zoo of like goats and sheep and cows, you'd have like other things, nifflers.
Yeah.
Cause I
Yeah.
love
Oh,
and there's,
niffler.
like, puffskins,
Oh.
maybe hippogriffs or something, all ethically treated. But you know, that's what you do.
Adult wizarding birthday parties.
Ooh, could you imagine? I would, if I were a witch having a birthday party, I would get like wasted, and I would have the best decorations, and we'd all be at St. Mungo's the next morning.
Oh, yeah. I can just imagine the magical hangover. Maybe magical alcohol doesn't give you a hangover. No, Hagrid gets hungover.
Yeah, it must give you a hangover. It must.
Oh, sorry.
I feel like Blaze the Beanie in Slytherin, he seems like the kind of guy who would have like the best birthday of all time. Maybe that's just because his mum has married 7 different guys. I feel like he's probably going to be a bit of a party animal. And I feel like literally everyone would be invited. Even people he didn't like. But nobody would mind because they'd all be wasted. It's like, everybody come to the Slytherin common room on Saturday night.
No.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
Slytherins are not letting anyone in.
I think Blaze the Beanie wouldn't his birthday.
Nah.
I think he'd be like, we're gonna get crunk.
If they're gonna do that, they wouldn't do it in the Slytherin common room.
Why not? Snape's not gonna go there. He's too busy sulking. It's true.
I don't see that one happening. I'd
do.
see like the Hufflepuffs doing that.
No, I feel
Except-
like the Hufflepuffs would have an outside party. Which makes me want to push all of them over.
Party in the kitchens.
No, not in the kitchens. But
Why not? You have house elves waiting on you with food.
They would feel uncomfortable about that, I think. And they would
The house elves?
No, the people.
Oh no, I'm
way.
cool with it. They're such happy little slaves.
Gosh, you're so...
Oh, I'm awful.
Oh no, she's awful. Did you hear that?
But
No,
they are happy.
the Hufflepuffs would have like a giant outdoors picnic, and it would annoy me really bad.
Why? Because you'd have to step out into the sun.
That too. Because it'd be like blankets on the ground and lanterns, and everyone's a hippie, and it's all good vibes. I would rather go get turned up in the Slytherin common room. Absolutely.
See,
But there would be
I-
shady games of
I-
spin the bottle and I don't think I like that, because you could rig that with magic.
See, I would want to be wherever the party is for like half an hour, and then just go off to the astronomy tower with my booze and just sit there. I'm one of those people.
Emo. Love it.
Not emo, it's I don't want to deal with all the bull at the party. Just give me some food and some booze, and I'll go be quiet somewhere. I'm only there for the food. Just to be clear, I only turn up to parties for the food.
That's harsh. The food would be rocking at a wizard party.
I know, right?
And at Hogwarts, you could get catering for anything. Do you think the students cut mad deals with the house elves to cater their parties?
Yeah. Well, I don't think they need to cut a deal that the house elves just do it.
Well, think about it. Muggleborns might not know that the house elf will just do it, so they're like, hey, buddy, I'm gonna slip you this, I don't know, bubblegum. House elf is like, that's so kind. You don't need to do that. I'll do it anyways. But then the Hufflepuff throws the bubblegum at them. And they're like, I shall take what you do not desire. And then they cater their party.
Do you know whose parties would have been going off?
Who?
The Marauders. They would have set off huge parties.
I thought you were going to go with Fred and George, to be honest.
Well, we see Fred and George's parties.
Yeah.
Well, we don't. We see parties, and you know they're the masterminds behind it.
Yeah, Gryffindor does get a bit off the hook.
Yeah. Oh, Gryffindor's the party house.
They are a little bit, yeah.
Put on the beats. Doom, doom, doom. Whole castle's just shaking.
I imagine they would have, like, karaoke, too.
Yeah.
Whereas
bad karaoke.
Yeah, bad karaoke.
That's the best kind of karaoke.
Whereas Ravenclaw's parties would have, like, dance battles. And Hufflepuffs would be all about, like, you know, the socialising. And Slytherins would be about the really shady party games and Truth or Dare, stuff like that.
I used to see the little 11-year-old Slytherins and playing Spin the Bottle. And, like, some mermaids, like, looking through the window at them while they're playing.
Yeah, like, I feel like if each house had a party, that's how they would be characterised. Gryffindor has, like, the rowdy shenanigans, sort of, and the karaoke. And then, Ravenclaw dance battles. Hufflepuff socialising, gross. And Slytherin has, like, really weird party games.
Ravenclaw having dance battles, I was actually thinking you'd go more for, like, the more refined kind of party, you know? Drinks and food and just a bit of music.
No way.
So that's what I think of Ravenclaw, more refined than the riffraff.
No.
They're, like, up in their tower. Their very airy, beautiful tower.
Gryffindor has a tower too.
Ours is very,
Homey.
cozy.
No, ours would have superb, like, lighting, though. Oh, that would be sick, actually. Actually, you know what? No. Do you know what Ravenclaw would have as well? Themed parties. A lot of themed parties. Like, murder mystery parties. Stuff where you have to think.
Yeah, see, that sounds more Ravenclaw.
That's more Ravenclaw.
Then dance party. Like, then dance
That's
battles.
Hufflepuff.
Dance battle? Hufflepuff wouldn't battle. They'll be like, Hufflepuff's Canadian.
No, they would dance battle. Being Canadian doesn't mean you can't dance.
But then you have to apologise profusely about it once you win.
That's not what Hufflepuff's about. That's not what Hufflepuff is about. We have a fundamental Hufflepuff, Scufflepuff, Shufflepuff misunderstanding.
I don't know. I think they'd have to, like, apologise profusely. Every time after they win each battle, they'll be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, they won't. No. Come on, I reckon Hufflepuff are secretly, like, hard ass.
Oh, of course they are. Like,
it's
not a real secret.
Exactly, so they're not going to be apologising after every dance battle, and I bet they would, like...
Of course they would, because they've got to keep up their appearance of being like that.
The Hufflepuff conspiracy is real.
So real.
I can't think of anybody else that would have... Oh, no, you know what? Molly Weasley.
Lucius Malfoy's.
Lucius Malfoy's would be boring.
He would have rockin' parties.
Well, it's really a toss-up, isn't it? It's either going to be like a really prim, proper boring party, or it's going to be like a swingers key party.
I can't see him sharing Narcissa.
I can't, sadly.
Ew.
Think about it, pure blood
I
marriages
am
of
not
convenience.
judging anybody who is a swinger, just to be clear.
She's judging Lucius Malfoy.
I'm just judging Lucius Malfoy.
Why are you judging? I understand, actually. But think about it, if purebloods are all marriages of convenience, surely swinger parties are the way.
Yes, definitely.
Now I'm sad. I feel like Molly Weasley, actually, what she and Arthur would do is they would invite over all their old school friends and they would get Krug.
They'd get...
They'd
Sorry,
be
Jet. They would get what?
Crunk.
What
They
the
would
hell
get
is
smashed.
crunk?
You don't know what Crunk is?
No, at first I thought he said drunk, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure she didn't say drunk.
No, Crunk, okay, I don't actually know how to explain this to you. It's basically like get drunk, get wild, get hectic.
Okay. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't see the Weasleys like that.
I do. I think they let loose when the kids aren't home.
You think everyone lets loose, though?
I do. They have to. Otherwise, how do they cope with their lives?
They live in a magical world. I'm sure they're doing fine.
No, they have issues just because they're magical.
Mm.
No,
Nah.
truly, think about it. Come
As
on,
a-
back in the day, Molly was a firecracker, I bet.
Maybe when she was younger. I just don't see that, like, every person will go wild. I'm going to say, I want to know what, parties Sirius would have thrown we were like.
When he was younger, probably cool. When he was older, most people would have been like, can't come, I've got commitments.
Oh, he's like, before, like, in the months before everything went down, he's like, let's have a party. And everyone's just like, yeah, no.
Actually, that's on a school night, that's on a work night.
Yep.
Gotta take the kids to Wizarding Little League. Oh. Yeah, that's how I see that. Oh, actually, his birthdays would be sad after that, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, morbid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remus Lupin's would be too. I don't think he'd do much for them.
I don't think, Remus wouldn't bother at all.
Oh, that's so sad, but true.
Now you make me sad. I just want to imagine the young marauders, like, going off in the Gryffindor Tower.
What?
They'd be setting, like, parties off in the Gryffindor Tower.
Potentially.
That's what I want to think about. How cool that would be.
Alright, it would be cool.
I want a magical party with magical fireworks and stuff like that.
Oh man, I would love that. Magical fireworks would be the bomb.
Ugh. I always think of Gandalf's fireworks and not the Weasley twins when they say magical fireworks, and I have to sort of remind myself, wrong fandom.
I do that too. Sometimes I switch characters in fandoms. Like all the time, in fact. I struggle on a daily basis. Okay, question though. Here is a question. Do you think that when Voldemort was back and in full power, do you think that they ever acknowledged his birthday? Because I'm going to say that they probably didn't.
No one acknowledges. I don't think he even cares about his birthday.
Yeah, I don't think he cares. But I can just see Bellatrix, like, she sets up a whole party room, and then she's like, "My lord, how are you?" And he's like, "I'm in a terrible mood. I don't want to see anyone." So she just goes to the next room, there's a loud explosion, he walks in, everyone's dead on the floor, and all the party decorations are mostly hid under the bodies. He's like, "What happened here?" And she's like, "Nothing." Nothing happened here. Strolls away. Carrying a Harry Potter pinata or something.
Yeah, I don't see Voldemort caring about birthdays at all. I don't see his Death Eaters wanting to celebrate his birthday.
But I could imagine you Death Eaters being like, "Oh damn, do we get him a present? What do we do? Help, please." And all the older ones are like, "Just ignore it, it's fine. It's fine, this is fine." But Fudge, I reckon Fudge probably, like, gets all his presents and lines them up and counts them and stuff. Umbridge's birthday!
Ew.
Oh no. She probably has like a tea party and makes Mafalda come and everybody else has to come too. people, like, try to duck out with polite bows and stuff, and then, like, she brags about how she had a large party, but in reality 2 people showed up and a cat.
Oh, the poor cat just wandered in by accident.
Oh, lordy lord. But it stayed for the food.
Yep.
Something like that, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Cat
that's what I
stays for food, yeah.
Oh, no, that's tragic.
Who cares? It's Umbridge.
What about Luna Lovegood's birthdays?
Once she has friends,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty rad. That'd be cute.
I mean, what would she do? Probably, like, a really chill party, actually. She'd have something chill. She'd just have people over for dinner or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely.
play
And
board games. She wouldn't
Yeah.
get out of hand like the others would. She'd just be like, whatever,
No.
we chill, and I just love spending time with you guys. This is great. This is all I want.
I just found Harry Potter butterbeer pancakes
What? Man.
are loaded with caramel, butterscotch, vanilla, and butter flavour, and the perfect nerdy start to your day. They look so sugary. I can
kinda
see
wanna
the
try
sugar
them.
dripping.
You have to send them to me because I want to try them. Imagine that as a birthday treat.
Oh, no, don't play the video. I'm trying to get the link. Oh. Okay, share the link. Okay. We're doing this. I share on friend's timeline. Oh, look, I'm adulting. And look, you came straight up. There you go. See, butterbeer pancakes. That would be the perfect breakfast for, like, your wizarding birthday morning.
I agree. I could super get behind that.
Definitely.
And then go to
Ugh.
Diagon Alley, do some birthday shopping.
Yes.
Go to Madame Malkin's, get some fresh new robes. Oh my gosh. I would
I
get
wonder-
something in Periwinkle.
Thinking about wizarding cosmetics, I'm like, I wonder if there's like some awesome lipstick or something that, like, changes colors, and
Oh, I think there would be. There'd have to be.
that would be awesome. It matches the look you want, so you only need 1 stick of lipstick instead of like 50 different colors.
Oh, I'm sure there's something for that.
Yeah.
That'd be a rad birthday
So-
present.
Yeah, it would. I need it.
I feel like if I could shop in Diagon Alley for people's birthdays, I would be set for life.
Yep.
Like, I would just shop for everyone's birthday for the next 50 years.
Sorry, sort of dying here, but
I feel you.
definitely.
I'm sick. I feel you. Okay. Do you know who probably had great parties at school?
Who?
Cedric Diggory.
Oh yeah, definitely. He would have been doing great at school. He was like so popular and cool.
Like, it would
He
have
would've
been a
thrown
house
mad
party. It would have been a
parties.
house party every time, and it would have been super chill, like no pressure, and they'd probably play lots of cool music. And
I'm just
talk and
thinking
hang
if
out.
it's at his house, I can see his mum and dad trying to be like the cool parents.
Yes, absolutely.
That'd so be. I'm not a boring. No, I'm not a boring mum. I'm a cool mum. You can tell me anything.
Ooh, triggering my memories of Mean Girls.
I love Mean Girls
No,
so
do I.
much.
But I'm still like, oh, there are some things from that movie I cannot unsee.
Yep.
I'm just trying to think of who else would have birthdays that would be interesting. I feel like Crab and Goyle would have birthdays.
Oh no, that'd
And,
be so
like,
boring.
It would be
That-
really weird. It would be bizarre. It'd be something like their parents send them like a treats or a cake or something. And they're just like, oh, this is nice. And like Crab or Goyle to the other one is like, oh, happy birthday, buddy. Give each
Yeah,
other a
not
little
even
high
Draco
five.
cares.
Draco doesn't care, but these two are like high-fiving. They're just like, oh yeah, good job, mate. Oh yeah, it's your birthday. Pansy Parkinson would be
Pansy
annoying on her
Parkinson
birthday.
and the Slytherin girls would have really typical girl parties, I think, with like a dark touch.
I
A
don't-
dark, nasty touch.
I don't know about a dark, nasty touch, but I think a very, like, high tea at Hogsmeade or something. At Madame Puddifoot's.
High tea?
I
That's
can
like
see
so
that.
sophisticated. Oh, I suppose.
A lot of
Although I
them-
just feel like that's besmirching high tea by having them have high tea.
No, unfortunately, we have to share high tea with everyone.
But
'Cause
high
nasty
tea is for
people
nice
have high tea.
people
Not
with
all.
nice cake.
No, it's for catty people as well. Because I have high tea sometimes, and I'm super catty. So, I would know all about it. So yeah, that's how that goes. I guarantee you, 100%.
So, celebrating... Well, we're sort of celebrating two things. We are sort of belatedly celebrating the 20 years of the Harry Potter series.
Can't believe it's been that long.
And celebrating Harry's 36th birthday, did you say it was?
Oh, yes, and we've forgotten a birthday that was actually featured. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't a birthday. Never mind. But it was similar to a birthday.
Dudley's birthday?
Nope. Although that's a birthday to mention. No, I was thinking of Nearly Headless Nick's death day. That's kind of like a birthday.
That was kind of gross. They had, like, moulding food, and, like, the ghosts float through it. And I remember Harry goes, "Oh, can you actually taste it?" And the ghost is like, "Almost."
Ooh.
And that's, like, so sad.
It is a little bit miserable, very morbid. But I get how death would be like their birth to their afterlife. So I get how that's... But yeah, it would be a bit morbid. But that was a birthday that happened.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say, as we reflect on the release of Harry Potter and Harry's birthday, we should talk about best moments in the series.
So many magical moments that I'll never forget as well. Every time there was a description of Christmas at Hogwarts,
yeah,
that for me was really special.
Christmas at Hogwarts would be awesome.
It just, like, Christmas in a castle would be amazing.
Yeah, but a magical castle makes it so much better. With, like, floating decorations and giant Christmas trees.
I'd be worried that the mistletoe would catch me.
Sorry?
I would, like, worry that the mistletoe would catch me.
Run, Jess, run! No, not towards me, away from me!
Throw myself out a window.
Oh, wow, that's a bit dramatic.
Cast Spongify at the ground or something.
That is a very dramatic reaction.
What if I really don't want to kiss people?
Who doesn't want to kiss people?
Plenty of people.
They're weird.
No, they're not. They're not weird. It's fine if you don't want to kiss people. You don't have to do that. So, like, I wouldn't like that, but that was one magical thing for me, I think, about the books. And I know that's not really relevant to the storyline all the time.
No.
But it was one of those things that made the books so special and so enduring for me, even after 20 years. Even though I hadn't read it for 20 years.
Yeah, you're one of those people who love Christmas so much, aren't you? Well, I'm a bit of a Grinch.
I have 4 Christmas apps on my phone.
4 Christmas apps?
And I listen to the Christmas music from the first movie soundtrack every year.
That's
on
cute.
Christmas Eve, I listen to the music and I sit there feeling all like, ooh, magical, spooky.
People treat Harry Potter as a Christmas movie.
I would watch it with all my family.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My children every year will just watch Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on Christmas.
Yeah, why not? It's got a good Christmas theme through the Christmas section of it.
And
it is a big Christmas theme. It's heartwarming.
And then we'll watch Chamber of Secrets on the New Year. Because I don't like going out on New Year's.
That's fair.
That's fair. I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you find? What is something else that you found magical about Harry Potter?
Everything. Like, how can I choose? It's so magical.
I love that. It's so magical. Perfect.
It's just everything. Like, I can't even pick one single thing that makes it, like, I just love the Pensieve, and I thought the Pensieve was pretty cool, but also, like, the invisibility cloak, the Deathly Hallows, just everything.
Oh man, I did not get into the Deathly Hallows.
And the story.
The story's cool. The concept is cool, but I hated how that was, like, the big relevant thing after 7 books.
No, I meant the story of Harry Potter. Like, everything, like, Snape's story.
Oh, yeah, no, but I mean...
story. The Deathly Hallows. Harry's journey. It's, It's
I
so
love the themes of friendship.
Definitely.
I love how they really grow into a solid friendship base, and it really reinforces that whole your friends can be your family.
Definitely.
And even though they might not be your blood family, if
Doesn't
they're
matter.
there, that's what really counts. Like, that's one
Yeah.
thing that really also sticks out. I love how boss Hermione is.
Oh, Hermione.
As a female character,
Oh.
she really, really changed up the game, I think, for a lot of people.
Definitely. Even though, like, some people criticize because she's, like, not the main character, she's a side character. Somebody was saying, what was it? They were like, she's only valued because she's smart. And, like, so a woman can only be valued if they bring something to the group. And you look at Ron, and Ron brings nothing, but he's valued because he's a man. And I'm like, no, she's just a boss-ass character.
And I do think he brings something.
Oh, yeah, he's...
I don't know what. He's a ginger. There you go.
I was about to say, he brings support. He's always there for Harry.
Not always, but for a lot of the time.
Well, oh, come on, they had, like, one fight. One fight. Like, one real fight. Give him a break. Well, okay, 2 fights, actually, sorry. 4th book and 7th book. But still, he always comes back. He's there. He is Harry's support. He's his best friend. And you look, he does have good ideas. And he's not thought of as the clever one. But he's always good-humoured and supportive. And he helps with everything that goes on. He's always by Harry's side.
And he doesn't like spiders. Why can't it be follow the butterflies?
I sympathise so much.
I know, right? I get that. I totally get that.
Especially, like, being sent to a giant nest of giant spiders.
Yeah.
Like, no one deserves that.
Do you know what's another great thing about Harry Potter?
Mm?
A magical school. That's amazing.
I
I always
know.
wanted to have magic as a kid, but I didn't want to be like a fairy. I didn't want to be like a princess who had powers. I wanted to be a witch.
Mm.
And not even like the pretty kind. I'm talking full witch hazel. Like
Moles and warts.
spooky black cat, broom, eating children. I don't even care. Like, that's what I wanted. So for me, I think Harry Potter was really great because it catered to that whole slightly occult but also friendly.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing, they were, like, crazy, right-wing, religious nutjobs who were having Harry Potter books burned and stuff.
Yeah.
Or the fun one is they would tell their kids they can't read it because it's witchcraft.
Yeah.
But, like, they didn't know what else there was. They just knew it was witchcraft. And the kids are like, well, read it and then you can decide. And they're like, we can't read it. It's witchcraft. The
I went to
cycle
school with a girl
continues.
who was not allowed to read it.
Yeah, I went to school with 2 brothers who weren't allowed. And our teacher was reading it to us. So when she read it to us, he got to take his comic book and go sit in the corner and read his comic book, which I was pretty sure was The Simpsons, which I thought was a bit questionable. Simpsons, okay. Harry Potter, no.
Yeah, that's weird.
I know, right?
Do you know what I love about Harry Potter as well? And this isn't necessarily relevant to what's in the books, but when I was reading Harry Potter, a lot of my classmates were also reading it, and I was like a really shy, really awkward kid when I came back from overseas. And so it was really the only thing that helped me to connect with the other kids in my class. Like,
Yeah.
it was the one thing we could really talk about, and because I was a really fast reader and I was super into it and I knew everything about it, people would come and talk to me about it or ask me questions. So I feel like it really provided a bit of a connection with people who I otherwise would have had nothing in common with.
Well, that's the thing I always say about Harry Potter. It just connects people all around the world.
It's very universally loved. I think it has a real appeal to adults and children and the elderly. Like, a lot of... You don't have to be a certain age to enjoy it.
Most definitely. It's so global and phenomenal. Global phenomenon and all.
Good try. Good try.
I tried.
And I just think it's a very hopeful story, and then when you think about J.K. Rowling's ordeal to get to this story and to get it published, I just think how incredibly lucky for her, but also you know, she had to really not give up hope. And
Exactly.
that shows in her writing. That she's the kind of person who never gives up hope. So when she writes her characters, they don't give up hope either.
Yeah.
That's one thing I always really think about with Harry Potter. Like, J.K. Rowling was so close to never ever publishing this book. It was so close to never ever happening.
Yeah. But it did. And it's magic.
It did, and it is magical, and it is beautiful. And now there's the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and there are museums and travelling like exhibits of Harry Potter things, and it's just wow.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
I don't know, it blows me away sometimes. And I was wearing my Hufflepuff sweater the other day, and parents that I work with who have never spoken to me are like, oh my gosh, Hufflepuff, and I'm like, I'm not really Hufflepuff, I'm repping today, but I'm not.
Poser.
It was better than the Gryffindor one. The Gryffindor one wasn't as nice. No, seriously, it was like grey, black and maroon, and not in a good way. So I opted for Hufflepuff. And, but yeah, people are coming in and talking to me, and it's like, you know, those connections. It creates those connections.
Yeah.
I don't know, it blows my mind every time.
Do you want to know?
You go.
Do you want to know my favorite thing about it?
Yes.
Like with all those connections and everything?
Yes.
People fighting.
Oh, I
Like
love
banter
it.
fighting about things. And debating and headcanon and all those awesome fan things that come out of it.
Yeah, I love that people can take it and roll with it.
Yeah. I just love... I've been posting a couple of things to the Facebook page of people like headcanon and stuff like that, and ideas and thoughts they have on Tumblr. I just think it's great.
One thing I love is, like, people have created fan sites for Hogwarts where you attend Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to my Hogwarts is Here crew, who are amazing. And, you know, that's a website where you go on and you do classes and you have to do homework. Some of that homework is not easy. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to tell you that. No. I'm going to tell you that right now. Until you've had to write an essay on... Like, you have to write an essay. And the amazing thing is other people and their assistants grade them. And they send you grades and feedback. And you earn points for your house.
Did you see the thing I threw it up on our page where it's like, let's have a Harry Potter quiz? And it starts with some really simple question, and then they're like, oh, it's your turn. I'm just getting it up on my phone now because it was just so me, the question that was thrown back.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. If anyone hasn't checked it out on Facebook, you should. But the answer, the question is, how well do you believe Sirius Black was equipped to be a parental figure to Harry during books 4 and 5? And to what extent do you believe this was affected by his stay in Azkaban prison? 2,000 words using examples and evidence from the text on my desk by Monday. That's me. I
would literally have a Harry Potter study party, and it would be the best party I'd ever known.
But yes. It's just so good. Everything about Harry Potter.
I could do schoolwork on Harry Potter for the rest of my life and be happy.
I love people write thesis and stuff and use Harry Potter as textual examples.
Oh, well, it's like how on the site I was just telling you about, I started writing, obviously, and some of you might have heard this in one of the first podcast episodes we did. I started writing a biography on Voldemort, and it's one of those things that you'd think would be really boring, because I only did I did a very rough chapter on his background, on his family, ancestral background, so not even on the Gaunts, not even on his parents, but about where I suspect he came from, and it was so much fun. It has footnote smell. I've never used footnotes for anything.
I know, I've seen it. It's got footnotes, but you haven't finished it.
I know, will eventually, but I was so inspired that I wrote footnotes, man. That's what Harry Potter does to you. It's exciting.
Apparently Harry Potter teaches you to write footnotes.
It does. I have them to thank.
Jess.
Yes.
Shall we move on to my favourite segment?
Yes.
It's time for Random Ships. This is a segment where we build a boat, set to sail on the Black Lake to see if it sinks or sails. This week, No limits. Any Harry Potter character you want.
Any?
Any.
Okay, done. Got it.
Nah. Done.
Okay, ready?
1, 2,
3.
3.
Harry
Minerva
Potter.
McGonagall.
Oh no. Okay, no, I've got this. Okay. So there they are at Harry's 36th birthday. And they all been hitting the fire whiskey a little too hard. And Harry just starts flirting with Minerva, and even though she's not interested, she starts blushing and giggling. Because, you know, that's what it's all about. He can never go to another parent-teacher interview in his life. I just want you to know that. Oh no, she wouldn't even be there, but still. Like, he just couldn't do it. So, that's going to be the only way that happens, I guarantee you. That or we find out he's got a thing for mother figures. Jesus Christ.
I was about to say, something could have happened at Hogwarts or just after the battle.
Oh, please, no, don't make that sound. That makes me even sadder. Okay, guys, now I'm sad. Oh, gosh. You may never make that sound again in relevance to Harry Potter and Minerva McGonagall. I completely forbid it.
Now, as much as I could make this work
No, you
in so
cannot
many
leave.
wrong and awful ways, because we revere the amazing Minerva McGonagall, I am going to fire the cannons at this.
Thank you. After Minerva's been safely escorted off the ship, of course.
Of course.
Safely.
Very safely. Back to her office as headmistress.
Glaring.
Not impressed with us.
But Dumbledore's chuckling.
In his portrait, yes.
He's chuckling. Even Snape's got like a little corner of his mouth just twitches upwards. In like amusement.
Should we take Harry off the boat, or shall let him go down with the ship?
We'll send Ron in after him.
I love my puns.
Dies quietly in a corner. Oh my goodness, I've never considered birthdays before in the Harry Potter world, but I'm glad I did.
Yes, it was a good topic. A great topic for us to end this season on. And I think we should tell everybody that when we come back, whenever that is, we haven't actually said how long we're going away for. We're trying to still figure that out.
When I've stopped dying of diseases. I'm not dying, guys. I work with children and they like to cough on my face.
Yep, Jess needs to go find an immune system. I need to move into my new house.
Mail
Jess
meals at any point.
Jess needs to work on her diploma. I need to start my diploma. We're just messes.
It's true. That's why we run a podcast.
But I can tell you that when we come back, our opening for season 2 is going to be our great debate of whether or not Voldemort is a psycho/sociopath.
Yeah, I don't even know, man.
Well, you've got time to research.
No, there's not enough
Time to
information.
research.
I need to talk to J.K. Rowling. I need to speak to her. I'll just pop up like out of her garbage bin, like, "Hi, Joanne. I just have some questions for you."
I need to win a debate on my podcast.
It's not even about winning. I just need to have the facts. This just turns into like a movie court case deal.
So, if the facts pointed him being a sociopath, you'll agree that I was right.
Yeah.
Good. I will convince you. I've been watching Suits and I know how to be a lawyer and convince people.
I need to talk to Joanne so badly.
So, anyways, our lovely, lovely, lovely fans and listeners, we will be continuing with Cursed Child during this intermission of the main series.
Intermission.
And so on those episodes, we will let you know and keep you up to date on what we're doing and when the main show's coming back. We'll also keep up to date on Facebook, Twitter, all the rest of those social media things. And we'll still be engaging on there if you want to get in touch with us.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to send me an invite to your birthday party, that would be rad.
Yeah, especially if it's a Harry Potter themed birthday. We're there.
Gosh.
You pay for flights to get us to, like, your country.
No, I'll kayak over.
You hate exercise.
Bro, I'll kayak over.
You know, Google used to tell you to kayak. Google Maps.
Yeah, bro.
It doesn't do that anymore and it makes me so sad.
That's so funny, kayaking. Oh, gosh. But yeah, we'll kayak over. It'll be fine.
It's fine. We can do this. We are totally two really fit, athletic individuals.
I'm great at kayaks. I've never been in a kayak in my life, but I know I'm great at it.
I have, and I am actually all right. I can steer.
I can't steer, I can kayak though. It's fine.
Anyways, if you're looking for us on social media, we can be found at Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram as Witch Weekly Podcast. We are on Twitter and what's the other one? Pinterest. I am not doing well tonight. At Witch Weekly Cast, and you can email us witchweeklypodcast@gmail.com. We'll be back shortly. See yous.
Bye, nerds.